I am exhausted. Had an amazing time, had a blast, but boy am I wore out. Alright, well, Crew Chief Greg and I are here at Woodward. We made it. Checking out the Dodge display. 3-liter supercharger, that might be on the Christmas list. That's a pretty cool diffuser. I'll show you some of the stuff I've got. There's some prices, $2,300. See what the supercharger says. MSRP to be announced at SEMA. I'm interested in that. I just got that 2.7, so I'm probably good for a while though. They got a good display out here.
That's right. It's there for a reason. But if he gets 2 perfect reaction lights, I'll give you
Drive shaft for red eye.
A die-cast collectible. One of 2,500 ever made.
And I think there's a transmission over here.
You'll want it, or you get your money back. Of course, it's
You're good, you're good.
No. Get the picture.
So you know what? 5,000 times.
Price to be announced. I was curious how much. There's the stage kits. Red eye piston rods. Torque converter. Heads.
Y'all. Dude.
Here's a body. Here's one of the blank body look like. This is it.
2015 to 2022 Charger and Challenger owners. They're doing the free flash update. So it's a security flash. They're doing that for free right now in the adjacent parking lot. They've asked me to remind you folks, 2 o'clock will be a hard close. So if you've got a 22 or
engine displays,
2022 model year Charger or Challenger, you're going to want to make your way over there to get that free
red eye crate
update, the security update as it were. Again, 1% free, takes about 10 minutes. Well worth it. If you've got 2015 to 2022 Challenger or Charger, get on over there. 2 o'clock is the cutoff time. And again, as a reminder to you folks,
$21,807 MSRP.
If you just want to come in and grab your t-shirt, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to do the drag racing, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to get your t-shirt now, walk away, go make some phone calls, look around, come back and do the drag racing, you're more than welcome to do that. You got options. You got options. We're here for you. And again, I think most importantly, if you have any questions, let us know.
$56,000. Crew Chief Greg says he'll take 2.
There you go.
Well, somebody asked for it if you believe what they said. Alright, so here's one of the convertibles. Now I'll be honest with you, it looks way better in person than what I remember seeing online. So, and it's my color. It looks way better. I've never really cared for a convertible, but if you like them, at least now it's an option. Now I'm curious, how are they finishing the edge here? So they've welded a piece in there. That's what they've done. So this car was trolling people during the drag racing yesterday, and I think he won, I don't know which class it was. 850, we think it was the 850 class that this car actually won. And some people may say, oh, it's a Mustang, it shouldn't be racing at a Hemi event. Well, check this out. It's got a Gen 3 Hemi power plant. And I think it's really funny that the valve covers are blue. I mean, if you really didn't know what you were looking at, you might not pick up on it. Here's what the inside looks like, and it's actually very nice for a race car. I'm pretty impressed with that, the way it's all set up, clean. And it is the 850 class. Well, we had an awesome time at Modern Street Hemi Shootout, Michigan. Woodward was really awesome too. We've hopped back in the truck, headed back to Middle Tennessee. We got about a, I don't know, 7-hour drive, give or take. So now we're just gonna head back, go back to the shop. So I'm back at the shop. I've unloaded, got everything sort of unpacked. I'll finish all that tomorrow. I'm just too tired tonight. Crew Chief Greg is headed back home. Man, what a good time we had. So MSHS, Modern Street Hemi Shootout. Awesome job, Dan and team. Darla, you're a rock star. You know who you are out there running that track. We had a really good time. Racing is always fun. Modern Street Hemi Shootout, they're a pretty serious bunch. The car did what it was supposed to do. Unfortunately, I'm just not that good on the pro tree, or not good enough to compete at their level anyway. I've got to look into how I'm going to improve my reaction times. I know there's a couple of tricks I can do, but I don't get a chance to practice them enough to be proficient at them. So I'm going to maybe look at something for the car, something mechanical or electronical, is that even a word? I don't know, I'm exhausted like I said. Electronic that will help me be able to improve that reaction time and be more consistent on the reaction time. That's really, for the car, really all I need to focus on. I mean, you guys saw I have it running practically 10.0 all the time. A 10.02 in that 10.0 index race, I just lost because of the reaction time, point, plain and simple. If the stars had aligned and maybe a little bit of luck, maybe I could have gone a couple of rounds, but I've got another event coming up here pretty shortly. I'm gonna run 10.0 in that. And then it'll be swapping over to the new supercharger. So I'll have to figure out 2 tunes or 2 setups or something. I'd like to stay in that 10.0 class because it's pretty competitive and it's fun. But I may have a separate tune-up to drop down to the 950 class. I figure that new supercharger will probably make that capable. And that was my first time to the track since I installed the cradle lockouts. Now, I try not to introduce too many variables, but my previous Mickey Thompson ET Street R tires were shot. They were completely bald. So I did have new tires on. That may have helped. It was a different track. It wasn't Beach Bend, which is my home track. So I don't know, a couple of variables there, but it definitely hooked. And I got the best 60 foots I've ever gotten in that DA. I think my best 60 foot was a 148, maybe a 146. And in 2800 or 2500 DA, whatever it was, that's the best 60 foot I've ever gotten. I never spun a tire. I didn't spin one time. So something's working. It's either the brand new tires and a combination of the lockouts, but everything felt great. It launched better. It didn't feel like it did anything weird at first. So the cradle lockouts, the BMR cradle lockouts are definitely helping. Took us about 8 hours to drive home. It was pretty uneventful. We ran through a couple of rainstorms, but no big deal. Go Man Go has definitely earned, look at him. Look at him. He has definitely earned a spa day, so that's next on the agenda. Get him all cleaned up. I try to be disciplined about that. After I race, I immediately clean the car up because I feel like if you let it sort of get away from you, it's a lot more work. So this week I'll get it detailed out and get it all cleaned up where you can't even tell it ever went to the track, including the interior. It'll take me about an hour. I actually enjoy it. I'll wait for a cool afternoon, get out and clean that up. I hope you enjoyed the content. We got to see Woodward Avenue, which is something I've never done before, and that's awesome. If you haven't done that, I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend you check out a Modern Street Hemi Shootout event if one comes close to you and you're able to go over there and race with those guys, but be prepared. Be prepared for some competition. Great group of people, but they know what they're doing. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I hope you did. Check us out on Instagram. It's at Speedys_garage, as well as the website, www.speedysgarage.net, and hopefully I will see you out there.